At the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what to post on your stories. You're not gonna have to worry about clients not signing up and not engaging or no longer reaching the people in your audience so that you can sell them. So if you're struggling with how to get more people to watch your stories, we're gonna solve that for you today. If you're struggling with converting leads from your stories, I'm gonna help you solve that today. And if you're struggling with how to position your offer on your stories, we're gonna solve that today for you as well. I call this the story selling system because I'm not creative. My name's Nick, I'm a conscious business and leadership coach, and I'm here to make you more money so that you trust me enough to pay me more money. I'm gonna make this video as quick as possible because I don't wanna waste your time and I sure as fuck don't wanna waste mine. So the first thing that we have to discuss is CTAs. What's a CTA, Nick? I'm so glad you asked. A CTA stands for call to action. Very simple, very basic, not gonna waste a lot of time on that. Two different types of call to actions. We have direct CTAs, we have indirect CTAs. What's the difference? I'm so glad you asked. A direct CTA is going to be anything that you're saying or writing to get their action step to be booking a call with you or filling out an application with you. So what does this look like? DM me the word alchemist and we can chat. I want them to immediately DM me so that I can have a conversation with them to get them into my program. The second, apply using this link, click this link, fill out an application with this link. These are examples of what a direct CTA is. Now, I don't recommend using these more than 2 times per week. That's it. Any more, you're gonna be over pushy with your audience. Now, going over to indirect CTAs. You should be doing indirect CTAs 7 times a day. Every single freaking day, you should be doing some sort of indirect CTA. What's that? Let's talk about it. Social proof. This is your results, your client results, testimonials, anything that we can use to show that you know what you're doing and you get the results you promise without making an ask for your audience to take action. This can look like you posting a before and after of yourself saying, I've been doing this diet for 6 months, I've lost 40 pounds. That's it. Not sign up, not DM me the word, nothing. Next, storytelling is an indirect CTA. Share a story of what you've overcome in your life, share a personal story of what a client has overcome in their life, and don't make an ask to the audience. Your audience will feel inspired and they will see themselves in the stories that you're sharing and indirectly make them want to sign up for you. The last one is your life. You should be the walking embodiment of what you sell for people. For me, I'm a conscious leadership and business coach. Me posting about anything I do is an indirect CTA. I'm in a nice apartment. I drive my car. I go to the gym when I want to. I go outside when I want to. I travel when I want to. All of those things are indirectly showing people that I am proof of what I'm selling. Now, that we've got that figured out, let's go into engagement hacks. Now, how do we get more engagement on the stories? And when I say more engagement, I mean, how do we get more eyeballs? If you suck at what you type, I can't help you and I can't make people reach out to you, but I can help you get more eyes. So there's a few tips and tricks that I've picked up over the last few years from a few of my friends and a few of my business mentors. One of the newest ones is before and afters. Now, this isn't gonna be the way that you think. When it comes to posting a before and after on your story, what I want you to do first is I want you to delete every story that you have, and I want you to post the before photo, and then I want you to post the after photo, and nothing else for at least 12 hours. What this is going to do is have people see the after photo and then toggle back and forth between the two of them because they can't see it in one story. This is gonna make them replay and rewatch your stories a ton. You'll get higher watch time because they'll stay on your stories longer, and the Instagram algorithm will send your stories out to more people that follow you. Number 2, I got this one's from my friends Brian and Cole. Post a poll, one poll on your story. Same principles as the before and afters. At the end of the day, say 6 p.m. for those of you who are A personality types, delete every single story on your Instagram and then post a high quality picture of yourself with a polarizing poll. Something simple that everybody can vote on. 3 options, not 2. Hey, does pineapple belong on pizza? Yes, no, I'm not Italian. Something silly so the people who don't care will click it just because it's funny. What this is gonna do is get a ton of engagement on your post, and now Instagram is priming your profile so that the next thing that you post, more people are gonna see it. And the last one is, remember, we're going quick here. The last one is screen recording. Now, this isn't gonna be what you think. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna drop down the screen recording. You're gonna record your screen for 3 seconds. After that 3 seconds, you'll stop it and then you'll put that video on your story. Go to the draw, hit black, and press and hold it on the story. This is gonna make the entire screen go black so people won't know that it's a video. Now what I want you to do is I want you to do a big writing post that's extremely valuable and eye-catching for your audience. So it's only gonna be 3 seconds as opposed to a photo's normal 7 to 9. What's gonna happen is they're gonna be halfway through, it's gonna go off of your page and they're gonna swipe back and hold down so they can continue reading it. This is gonna show Instagram that people are going back to your profile, holding down, and are more engaged with that piece of content. Remember, Instagram makes money by keeping people on the app. So if people are going back to your profile and stopping on it, Instagram wants to show that to more people. These 3 hacks should increase your engagement significantly so that we can prime your account to hit a CTA and get more people to buy from you. Now let's talk about what I want you to stop doing. Engagement don'ts. These are fucking your engagement more than you think, okay? And this is great because if you are doing these things right now when you just stop, your story reach is literally going to double in a matter of a day or two, I promise. So this is really cool. So the first one is resharing tags. If you have a ton of clients and they tag you in stories and you're always reposting them, that's actually completely destroying your reach on your stories. Instead, hit the reshare like you're gonna reshare them, zoom out so the square of their story is smaller, take a screenshot, and then go back to your stories and upload it, zoom in so it looks the same, and Instagram will show it as you're just posting an original photo. This is an easy way for you to still repost your clients without their profile being attached to it and dropping your reach. Next, posting external links. I know that you are a coach, I know you have a business, but excessively posting external links is actually thrashing your content. Why? Let's think about this. If you post an external link on your story, Instagram algorithm knows that if your viewers click that link, where are they gonna go? Off of Instagram. Instagram loses their money. Instead, having people DM you a keyword or saying something on your stories that inspires your ideal client to respond is the better way here. If you're gonna post an external link, I recommend 1, maybe 2 a week, absolute max, and I would do it after we've done the engagement hack so that it actually converts. And the last one is posting more than 6 stories a day. This isn't Bible, so don't worry about this, but we have the data to show that the more stories you post, the less views you get. Stop wasting stories by posting a photo of your salad or your energy drink, and make sure every post that you put on your story has intention behind it to either connect with your audience, tell them a story, or make them an offer. Now let's talk about the weekly strategy so that we can put all of this together. What does this actually look like so you guys can have a tangible schedule to test moving forward? Key part here, testing a weekly strategy is not a 1-week job. It's realistically a 90-day job. So what I would recommend is I'm gonna give you an example, you tweak it for what makes sense for you, and you run it for at least 30 to 60 days before you tweak anything. If it's not converting, look at how you're showing up, the words that you're using, the stories that you're telling, and tweak all of those first, then tweak the strategy. This is more fun if you do this than I do this. So I'm just gonna tell you something like I do. So let's say every single Monday on your stories you do a Q&A. You put a question box up, you let it go up over the day, and then you answer 5 of the best questions. Remember, we don't want more than 6 stories. So my question post, and then I'll pick the top 5 that I can serve my audience with the most and position me as an authority. And then let's say Wednesday is your main day that you post client wins and transformations. So social proof day. And then let's say on Friday is when I share something vulnerable to engage with my audience on an emotional level. Now, you're probably wondering, like Robert yelled at me while he was filming, why did I leave Tuesday and Thursday blank? Because I make the rules and I can do whatever I want. But let's think about what makes the most amount of sense while I'm on these 2 days. If I did a Q&A over here on Monday, here's a fucking pro tip for you that will make you more money than you ever thought possible. When you do question boxes, have at least 2 questions that you know you want to answer that can help your audience see your value, and ask them yourself in your question box. Just type it yourself in the question. It's okay. It's okay. You're still getting that out to your audience. It's just like me scripting content and then people saying, well, you asked yourself that prompt to script content. Yeah, I did, because that was the content I wanted to make. So don't feel weird about asking yourself questions so that you can use it as content prompts to show people you know what you're doing. This is gonna build you a massive amount of authority. Because if you are answering questions, and you can do this in a more engaging way through videos speaking the answers, or you can type it. I will tell you this, most of you are not converting on your stories because you're too afraid to speak on your stories. I want you to really think about this. Why would I trust you to change my life if I don't even know what you sound like? You need to speak on your stories if you want to position yourself as an authority and convert. It just is the name of the game now. I've done my due diligence here and I've created authority through my question boxes. Ideally, I want all of this done in the first half of the day. Why? Because then around 5 or 6 p.m., I can delete all my answers. I can either post a before and after, a poll, or a screen recording to then get my engagement up so that the next day on Tuesday, I can hit my first CTA. So I've built my authority with the questions. At the end of the day, I delete all the questions, I put up one of my engagement hacks, and I let it go over the rest of the night. The next day is when I do my CTA. Maybe I post 1 to 2 of my best client results followed by the CTA. And this would be a direct CTA. If this is something that you want, like for me, we have Alchemist Academy. So I could post my client Megan hitting $78,000 in a month. I could post Zach hitting his first $40,000 month, and I can say, do you want this to be you? DM me the word Alchemist. I'm taking 5 people. This is the perfect framework for testimonial videos that converts the highest every time. 5 questions to ask your clients, give them this prompt, your videos will crush. How did you find me? Were you skeptical? What made you join anyways? What were your exact results? Who would you recommend me to? That framework has crushed it for us ever since I implemented it. You're welcome. Now, social proof, video testimonial, 1, 2, we'll do 3 social proof. This is client wins, before and afters if you're a fitness coach, written testimonials if you're a mindset coach, a relationship coach. For me, this could be revenue goals or clients closed from my clients. And then the last one, I'll do something expressing gratitude and acknowledgement for what I've built in my company. And this can look a lot like a story. Man, I remember when I first started entrepreneurship and I had no idea what my purpose was. I was so lost. I was trying to do anything to make money and nobody would buy. To see myself build what I've built and be in a position where I can help all of these entrepreneurs achieve their goals like that is a dream come true, and I can't wait to see what I do in the next 5 years. Bam, boom. It's true. And it also is a perfect cherry on top to all my clients fucking crushing it, which they do. So now that this is done, what do you think I'm gonna do on Thursday? That's right, Robert. I'm gonna do my next CTA. So if I'm gonna do a CTA on Tuesdays and Thursdays, then that means Mondays and Wednesdays, I need to build authority, and then I also need to put an engagement hack in play. So this is just an example for the video. You can do call to actions every Monday and every Friday. So every Sunday you'd build authority and then do an engagement hack, and then every Thursday you would build authority and do an engagement hack. For this example, we'll stick for it right here. Q&A to build authority, delete them all, have an engagement hack, hit that CTA. Post the rest of your life for the day. Wednesday, social proof, social proof, social proof, social proof, a story about what you've built, why you're grateful for it, and why you love what you do. Or delete them at the second half of the day, put an engagement hack. Thursday, another CTA. On Friday, you'll notice that I wrote vulnerable, because now is a time to really lean in and create a story about what you've been through so your audience can see who you are as a person. People buy from people they know, like, and trust, and they will know you and trust you if they can see what you've been through, where your heart is at, and why you actually want to do what you claim you're doing in the world. Otherwise, it's just smoke and mirrors. Let me feel and see the raw version of you. Everybody has this internalized story that nobody cares about what I've been through, or I don't want to speak my story and sound like I'm complaining or sound like a victim. The only difference between you sounding like a victim and you being inspiring in the story you tell is how you say it. That's it. So if you can position your stories in a way to teach your audience a lesson that you learned, or help them see themselves in your story so they feel inspired by the transformation you went through, they are going to lean in and trust you more to give them that same transformation. Your story and what you've been through is actually the most important key in this entire recipe if you want this to work. If you want to build wealth, you have to allow yourself to be seen. Wealth is the path of light, not the path of shadow. Get out of the shadows, get yourself seen, connect with your audience, and let your people feel that you care about them. And all of this converting on your stories is gonna get way easier. I hope this video was helpful. I tried to make it as quick as possible. I do apologize, but if you guys like this video, do me a quick favor. All I ask is a quick comment, a quick like, a quick subscribe, your debit card, your social security card, and everything else that you have that's valuable. If you liked it, I'll see you guys in the next one.